So you are now at step 6 and use the complete integrated template, whereby for every situation, knowing the situation well, what are your elements of happiness, you're able to describe and very precisely what you experience or have experienced in this situation. So what is experience? And also able to envision or imagine what could be experienced if it were totally conducive to happiness. So happiness. So what is and what could be. And then it's a matter of choosing techniques, dimension by dimension, that will let you go. So opt for happiness, so conducive to happiness, and let go of what is not, dimension by dimension. So techniques, and there are many of them that could be chosen from many different approaches that can be used to practice to transform yourself. And it may be easier to do it at first in the same order that when you learned in step 3 about mindset dimensions, and start with the physical level, for example. So at the physical level, or the soma, or body, or physical, it's basically feeling, experiencing in a way that is conducive to happiness, and from non-conducive to conducive, so that having physical experiences that you know are most likely to let you be happy and let you feel well in terms of you being in your body, and also feel well emotionally, think well, and so on and so forth. So it's to move from what you have identified as being non-conducive, for example, if you're too tired or have pain, and so on and so forth, and to being in a state where you're rested, have enough energy, and so on, so that you are most likely to be able to experience what is conducive, what is happiness. So at that dimension, there are a few tips, which we could summarize as needing to move enough, so anything that lets you be in shape, do exercise, from very light to moderate, to feed yourself well, and you would have to pay attention to that depending on who you are and what are your needs, to make sure that you sleep well enough, and thereby being careful in the way you use any substances like coffee, alcohol, etc. So the mnemonic could be mass, move enough to exercise, eat well, and it's no surprise to you, make sure that you sleep well by doing a good and wise use of substances. So this, in a way, would let you feel in a good shape, have a good energy, to be in a state to be more conducive to happiness. And if you're not doing this, well, you could just practice by using these means, so that you're in a good shape and go from non-conducive to conducive to happiness. So it seems simplistic, but it is quite important. And that's an example of how you can choose techniques or means to go from non-conducive to conducive in any situation that you have analyzed and that you understand.